Good morning. There he is, doing what he does best. We got about a quarter of an inch of rain yesterday and a little quick hitter that came through. So I haven't added it up, but we got, 3 more days or whatever it is, 3 or 4 more days in July here. I'm probably going to have more rain in July than I had in May and June, which is a good thing because, boy, things have really taken off crop-wise. But so I'm going to go around and show you some cornfields. Finally, everything's tasseled, looks good, but a little delayed on all that stuff this year, but for obvious reasons, as you've seen in the last 2 videos. This past Saturday we did have my dad's calling hours in service. This coming Saturday, because my parents both wanted to be cremated, but we're burying the ashes in these little, I don't know how to explain it, these little marble vaults at the cemetery. So this coming Saturday we're doing that. But so the last few days been, with my mother. She's doing good. I mean, she's going to be 89 in December, so obviously, and my dad pretty much did everything as far as, the financials, the insurances, and all that. So I spent 3 hours yesterday beating my head against a wall dealing with life insurance. Yay, it's so much fun, especially with all the automated bullshit you have to go through before you eventually speak to a human who puts you to another human, who puts you to another human. Pretty much have my father's social security number memorized. Oh, the country we live in. But plan on getting the sprayer cleaned up today. So far, so good as far as aphids. I mean, if we end up having a spray, so what? I'll give it a quick rinse again. But I haven't even cleaned, I haven't drained the filters, nothing. I mean, basically, something I should have done a couple weeks ago, but, well, we all know what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. So friend who's a boy is coming over later because the water tank, I should have drained that too. I didn't. It's got a lot of scum in the bottom of it, so we're going to flip it off of that wagon that it's on and clean the inside out really good and then put it back on the wagon. That's at least a 2-man job. I'm not even sure the 2 of us can get it off, but we'll find out. But all right, so let's go look at some corn. All right, so I'm gonna go look at that field, but oh my god, I am like way behind on taking the hand sprayer and spraying the weeds around the barn or the shop here, the bin, the dryer. Let me zoom in. Holy shit, my zoom button's liking me lately. Around the tanks, it's, look at the fan over there, the weeds around it. Chelsea has been keeping this mowed for me, but yeah, not sure how well the weeds will die now as big as they are, but I guess I need to spend a day doing some hand spraying. Oh my god, ugly. And I'll admit, it's not like I, couldn't have taken the hour or 2 to do all these things. Just didn't feel like it. Pretty ugly right there, too, where the auger's sitting here behind the shop. And Jeff, I need you to come do my field edges. Yeah, I've been kind of lax. But anyways, it's a little wet this morning with dew, so I'm not going to walk way out into the fields, but this is some DeKalb 4727. As you can see, it's, looking at me, it's 7 feet tall. Looking pretty good. I'm not going to peel a lot of ears back, but alright, hang with me here because you're going to get a close-up for the moment while I try and peel at least this one ear back just to get a look at it. You know, obviously it's not even yellow yet. It's still white. Everything is still pollinating. You can see some of it on the leaves still, but we're obviously here in the Northeast a little farther behind than the Midwest because we don't get in the fields near as early. But for this time of year, this looks really good for being the last week of July. Excuse me. What do you think? Won't be long, he'll be grabbing ears with his mouth and ripping them off the stalk. Yeah, he does that. Sometimes rips them right out of the ground. So that's 97-day DeKalb right there. The piece behind my house is 97-day DeKalb too. It looks really good. Planted the 26th of April, 27th of April, something like that. We'll go take a look at that. I may even get the drone up, do a little drone footage of some of what the corn looks like. We'll do beans in another video. Then tomorrow, I may actually bite the bullet and start going around with the hand sprayer, try and kill some of this crap. Alright, this is the field behind my house. This is also the DeKalb 97-day corn. As you can see, we're starting to get brown. Of course, this is on the outside, but even going in a few rows, it looks like it is. But this stuff's really tall too. And some of this is 8 feet tall. Oh, and by the way, this Friday, July 30th, 7 Eastern, or close, somewhere in that neighborhood, Jimmy and I are probably going to do another live stream. So check in around 7 on Friday, and I think we will. Let's put it that way. But, all right, so what do we got here? Nice long ears. All right, bear with me again because I'm not sure I can do this one-handed. Try. I'm not going to do any counts or anything yet, but obviously, as you can see, we're still in that stage. Pollen all over the place. I'm thinking from being dry early, we're not going to fill out. We're probably going to have the tip back again this year, but I'll take an inch tip back compared to last year when it was like we had 3/4 ears. It was horrible because being so dry. But as you can see on the ground, we're pretty dark ground now. We've got moisture. I'll obviously do this again. Got my foot stuck between two stalks of corn. I'll do this again when the corn gets farther along and we can actually get a better idea of... Oh, look who decided to come over and walk through the corn. When we can get a better idea of what our yield might be. I'm not going to count round and long now. Let's let it another 2-3 weeks fill out. Then we'll get a better idea. But boy, it looks good. Like I said, beans I'll do in another video. Right there's the bean field next to it. Beans have been a little shorter than normal, but I think they're really going to take off now that we've gotten moisture. I'm thinking we've got, without looking in my book, somewhere between 5 and 6 inches of rain so far in July, which, like I said, is probably going to be more than what I had in May and June combined. So I can see that the beans are starting to flower, but I don't really see any pods yet on the outside right there. But let's go see some more corn. I wish I'd had the camera on a little quicker. Somewhere's in these weeds as I was coming up this laneway, which I need to get brush hogging again. Also need to come up with a loader tractor because obviously some limbs have fallen off this big old willow. But a fawn come running out and ran in over there somewhere. There's that pond. Here's that ditch last year that was completely dry. What a difference a year makes. Alright, that field there is the test plot field. And this is the big long field behind my neighbors that's about, oh, it's a good 3/4 of a mile long. That looks really good too. What a difference a year makes. I mean, the corn looks way better. That's, well, I'm not going to walk in it, but probably knee deep. So moisture makes a difference. Yeah, I wish I'd had the camera on. Got that little fella. Does he come running out? Or she, whatever it is. Or, I don't know. Do deer have 70 different genders like humans? It's kind of like the Beer 19. It's amazing how only men and women are getting it. What about the other 70 genders? I don't know if you can hear all the bullfrogs. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the live stream Friday. I got a lot of venting to do after the last few weeks. But alright, on to a few more. Obviously, I'm not taking it to every cornfield. Holy shit, that'd take a while. Alright, I'm up on the other road. I'm on Denison Road because my grandfather was the first, I don't know, I guess you'd call it settler on the road. That's how they name the roads around here. First person to be on it. Because my grandfather's original farm was on this road. This being part of it. This is some Channel 97 day corn. I'm standing on the road about 2 foot above it. But it's, you know, when I get down in here, this corn is really shot up too, as you can see. But ears look good. Like I said, I'm not going to pull a bunch of them or start peeling them because we're not to that point yet to really tell. But what I'm going to do, because there's a field here, there's a field over those trees, which I'm probably not going to fly to because, as you can see, we get some tall ass trees around here. There's a field way out back. It's kind of windy, as you can tell by the corn blowing around, but I'm going to give it a whirl, get the drone up, just at least fly this one and maybe that one on the other side of the ditch, as long as I can get signal and it doesn't end up in the woods from the wind. So, and we'll throw that in this video somewhere. So this is my only corn on corn, and this is that headland area down here that didn't get planted last year because it was so wet. And we finally came in and fixed the tile. Don't look bad. It's 45 acres here. It's my only corn. And then across the road is 35 acres of corn on beans. Corn on beans across the road look really good. Love to show it to you as we go up through here, but you know, it'd be nice if all those little shumacs and everything got wait, I can give you a little view here, but that looks really good. I mean, better than what it's looked in some previous years that we've had, because we've had some nightmare years. But you're going to notice on the drone footage that there's one strip coming up through the field that I didn't put anhydrous on. It was short rows. It wasn't a full planter width, and it wasn't the full length of the field. And no excuse, I still should have put anhydrous on it, but apparently I didn't. And you can see how yellow it is. So that just tells you that you need that extra nitrogen. You can't get enough through the planter. I side dress with anhydrous, as you all know. Some people go back on with a spreader with Super U, or drop nozzles on a sprayer with, you know, liquid 28 or 32 nitrogen. But moral of the story is, you can't get enough through the planter. You need to put the extra nitrogen on. And that shows you right there with that strip that was really yellow. I don't know how many rows it was. It wasn't, like I said, I don't think it was a full planter width, because it was right up, it was the end of the long rows against the headlands. So I'm heading back to the home farm now. I'm gonna go buy a couple more cornfields. I'll just show you real quick. This is the field next to my said, you'll get to see old Jimbo and me on Friday, hopefully. So that's what we're planning, at least. Oh, here's a cornfield here on the corner that didn't look the greatest. It was kind of uneven because we were pretty dry in the spring, and now it looks pretty damn good. It all kind of caught up to itself. So I think if we can get the right amount of rain in August, you know, at least 2 or 3 inches, because we're ahead of the game now with July, I think we're gonna have a hell of a corn crop. Beans, we'll see. We'll see what they look like in a couple of weeks, but you know, it's all looking pretty good now. All right, now I gotta go clean that damn sprayer, because I just got to get the ambition level back up here and start doing the things that needed to be done. So I'm going to end this one. Maybe I'll film some of the cleaning the sprayer and the water tank up for another video or something. I hate to keep them too long, but I just want to thank everybody from the last 2 videos, you know, all the kind words you had to say and everything. I want to thank the people that have sent me cards, and if I forget to mention you and you sent me one, don't hate me for it, because, you know, the wine stocks, the McNiffs, Owen 3333, however many threes you got behind it, Owen, you sent me a card. Oh, Michael Brash, 71-year-old fella from, I think you said Illinois. You came over from watching Rick's channel. You sent me a card. Like I said, don't hate me for it, because I can't remember everybody who sent me a card. But it's appreciated. So we will hopefully get this out before Friday, because it'll sound pretty stupid when I say I'll see you on Friday with Jim and I. But if you see this afterwards, well, then it is what it is. But so go to my about page or the description in the video if you want a Grumpy Farmer hat or t-shirt. Wearing my Harmless Farmer t-shirt today. And we'll see you in whatever the next video is. I don't know. Maybe I'll bore the shit out of you and carry you around with me while I go spray the freaking millions of weeds that I should have sprayed around this place the last 2 weeks, but we'll see what the next one is.